This tutorial is all about resources. I will give you an overview of how the resource functionality works, demonstrate how to set up your resources, and explain the booking process. Resources are a feature we are really proud of. They allow your Avatu booking software to be extremely flexible. With this feature, you're able to attach a required resource to a service, for example, a room, a piece of equipment, or an assistant. You can do this in a very versatile way, which is adaptable to pretty much any scenario. Resources are set up in the following way. Step 1. Create your services. Step 2. Create your resource types. This step is the key to ensuring that this feature is flexible and able to grow as your business grows. You can think of a resource type as a category or a tag. It is not essential to use a resource type, but we strongly recommend that you do, so that your software is flexible as your business grows and you add more resources. Step 3. Create your resources. Create an entry for each actual resource that you have available and link it to the appropriate resource type or types. One resource can have multiple resource types. Step 4. Link your resource types to your services. Go back to your services and attach the appropriate resource types. Setting up resources is a very simple process. However, the functionality is there to create very complex scenarios, which is why it is a good idea to plan out how your resources will be allocated first. Let's take a look at this more closely by setting up a scenario. Let's set up an example scenario. I have a business with the following services: a massage, a couples massage, and a hot stone massage. I also have these resources available: 2 regular massage rooms, 1 larger couples massage room, and 2 stone heaters. My massage requires any of the 3 rooms I have. The couples massage can only be performed in the couples massage room, and the hot stone massage can be performed in any of the available rooms and must have a stone heater available. So this is how we will set it up. We'll create 3 resource types called regular room, couples room, and stone heater. My 3 rooms will be tagged as a regular room. Room number 3 will also be tagged as a couples room, and my 2 heaters will be tagged as stone heater. Then I will specify that the massage requires a regular room. The couples massage requires the couples room, and the hot stone massage requires a regular room and a stone heater. So let's take a look at how to enter all this in. Step 1 is to create the services. We have our 3 services already created here. Creating services is explained in more detail in our basic setup video tutorial. Step 2 is to create our resource types. Resource types are created by using the left-hand menu and choosing Manage, Employees, and Resource Types. The first resource type we're going to create from our list is the regular room. We can do this by using the blue Add Resource Type button. This step is super simple. You just enter in the name of your resource type, then click Save, and close your window. You can see the resource type appears in the list now, and it can be edited using this button here, or deleted using the X. In exactly the same way, I'm going to quickly add in the other resource types we planned, which are the couples room and the stone heater. Here they are: regular room, couples room, and stone heater. Step 3 is to create our resources. Let's go back to the left-hand menu and choose Manage, Employees, Resources. We can add in our first resource, which was room 1, by using this blue Add Resource button. Enter in the name of your resource, then this Enabled checkbox refers to whether this resource will show up as an option in the system. So if you disable it, it's a bit like hiding it. The Allow Internet checkbox means that this resource is able to be booked online. And the Resource Rostered checkbox means that you can roster your resource exactly like you would an employee. This is used in the case that you might have a resource which is not always available, for example, an assistant or a room which is at times used by somebody else. Rostering is covered in our basic setup tutorial. So then let's click on resource types, and you can see the resource types which we created earlier. As per our plan, room 1 is a regular room, so let's select the regular room checkbox. Then click Save and close your window. And you can see that room 1 has appeared over here. I'm going to create room 2 in exactly the same way. Here it is. You can see if your resource is enabled over here. You can also edit it, change its order in the list, or delete it. You can see that both these resources have a tag which indicates that the resource type for this resource is regular room and that it is enabled for online booking. Now let's create room 3 in the same way. Click Add Resource, enter room 3, but this time when we click on resource types, room 3 can be used as either a regular room or a couples room, so let's select both. Click Save and close your window. You can see from the tags on room 3 that it has 2 resource types assigned to it, regular room and couples room. Now let's create heater 1. From resource types, let's select stone heater, save and close, and I'll create heater 2 in the same way. Now we have all of our planned resources set up. Step 4 is to link our resources to our services. So let's go back to the left-hand menu and choose Manage, Services, List. We have the 3 services from our plan: massage, couples massage, and hot stone massage. Let's click Edit next to massage. And from the tabs at the top, let's choose Resources. To specify that our massage service requires a regular room resource type, which is either room 1, room 2, or room 3, let's complete the following steps. In the name field, you can enter anything you like for your own internal reference. I'm going to simply write room. Under type, you can select if you would like to allocate a resource type or a resource directly. If you were to assign a resource to a service directly, you would leave this field as resource and then select a resource from the drop-down selection in the resource field. You can see here a list of all of the individual resources that we have created and also a list of all of my employees, which can be assigned as resources as well. As we mentioned earlier, while it is possible to assign resources directly, using resource types is a good idea as it adds more flexibility. Let's select resource type from the type field. And here the selection changes. In the resource type field, you can see regular room, couples room, and stone heater have now appeared. Let's choose regular room as per our scenario, remembering that regular room refers to room 1, room 2, or room 3. In the quantity field, you can specify how many of that resource type you require. I just need the 1 room. The Customer Visible checkbox refers to whether you would like the customer to see which resource they've been allocated, for example, which room they'll be in. Default selection. Here you can select if you want this resource to be allocated to the service by default, first available, or if you would simply like to have the option of it being added in upon booking, none. Once you've made your selections, click Add, and you can see that your resource has been added in up here. If you want to delete it, just click Delete. Let's close the window. You can see that there is now a tag underneath my massage service which says Resources, meaning that this service has a resource allocated. Let's take a look at our next service, which is couples massage. Click on Resources, and again we'll enter in room, choose resource type, and here we will assign the resource type couples room, remembering that a couples room refers only to room 3. Click Add. Let's close the window and let's adjust the last service, which is the hot stone massage. Remember that this one needs a regular room, which is either room 1, room 2 or room 3. So let's choose that and click Add. We also need a stone heater, so I'm going to enter heater in the name field. Choose resource type and select stone heater, remembering that I will get allocated either heater 1 or heater 2. Click Add and close the window. Now our scenario is set up. When using resources, the process for creating a reservation doesn't change at all. The system will simply calculate the availability of all your selections together. Let's take a look. On our booking screen, let's choose New Reservation. Choose a customer, and then let's select the hot stone massage, which we know requires a hot stone heater and a regular room. If you click on Resources here, you can see our heater and our room. Both of these are by default set up as per service. We also did this using the default selection checkbox earlier. If we click on this resource, we're able to override the service settings and manually select what resource we would like to allocate. Here we have other resources in that resource type, as well as all other possible resources and our employees. If we make a change here, the system will ensure that your selected resource is available and avoid double booking. So let's say I know that room 1 is messy and I want to select room 2 instead. I can just choose room 2 here. Let's click Availability. All of the displayed time slots are conflict-free and will ensure that your employee and your nominated resources are available. If you choose Enter Manually here, you're able to force the system to book at a specific time, for example, if you need to double book for any reason. Be mindful when using this option to ensure that you do not double book employees and resources. From here on, you can choose to continue with your reservation as normal. Select a time, click Confirm, and close the screen. When I now take a look at my bookings diary, I can see that the reservation for the hot stone massage appears here at the scheduled time. There is also an entry for each of my resources. Now I know that there should be more rooms available, so I can actually go in and create another reservation for a massage, which needs a regular room, at the same time, and the system will allow it because it knows that the required resource is available. The second appointment shows up here, and the related resource shows up over here. Now if I click on the reservation, I can view the resource allocation over here. So if I click on Room, I can see that the current resource allocated is Room 1. There's also another available resource called Room 3, and there is an unavailable resource called Room 2, which is being used at the same time by the hot stone massage. I can select any of these, but if I choose an unavailable resource, this will force the system to double book. And that's everything you need to know about resources. Thank you for watching, and if you require any further assistance, please contact Avatu customer support by using the details on our contact page avatu.com/contact.